Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today is quickly becoming one of my favorite days of the week. Today is Expanse Day, as we watch The Expanse Season 1, Episode 3, Remember the CANT. Of course, they're talking about the Canterbury, the ice freighter that we saw unceremoniously blown to bits at the end of Episode 1. Too much stuff going on right now to recap, so it's best just to jump in, my friends. So if you would, do me a favor, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. You too will be alerted anytime we go live on YouTube with any Expanse, science fiction, Star Trek, any and every little bit of it, my friends. You will be invited to join in the adventure. Of course, if you'd like those adventures early or in a full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my friends, all that's then. This is now. And what's now? It's The Expanse Season 1, Episode 3, Remember the CANT. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. We're right into it.
Our ship was destroyed answering a bogus SOS for ship.
Oh, it got through.
A representative from the Pure and Clean Corporation has confirmed that the freighter Canterbury was bound for Ceres Station with
Yeah, but see, this all plays into whoever is trying to destabilize the region. No water.
a light freighter operating under a belt contract with Tycho Engineering.
Tycho Engineering.
Ready to attack. Fully confirm that.
Somebody watching Havelock. They call them long bones, don't they? That's crazy. Oh, occupado.
Stay calm.
Hands big. And when you talk in and before is weak.
So she's teaching him the Belter Creole.
Unte kolte gonya gut.
Gut.
Stay calm. And say kolten gonye go to pochuyeke.
Better.
That's good.
I'm better.
I'm a good teacher.
I like Havelock.
Why don't you stay off the streets today, okay? It could get dangerous out there.
Maybe you too.
Arthur. Oh, don't make me care for these people. Don't make me care for this. I don't trust this show. She reminds me of Inara Sarah from Firefly.
Losing the Canterbury is just going to make that worse. Radicals are going to try to exploit the situation.
OPA Roundup. It's fine by me.
Oh, there's the stash.
They're legal residents of the belt. We're an Earth Corp. We will remain impartial.
Really?
You bust any heads and I'll bust yours. Dismissed.
Interesting. I like their handhelds. Still looking for Juliet Mao.
Juliet Mao.
That's not important right now.
Oh, no, it's important now. The
Scopuli.
Scopuli is the ship that holding guy got scooped up trying to save. Julie Mao was on it. I checked the logs. All her shipmates were crewed up out of the same dock workers local right here on Ceres. You know, the OPA's probably heard that I'm looking for one of their own by now if we just let it go.
Just file the report. Close the case. Enjoy your tax-free bonus.
Ken Miller let it go, though. No, this is the Mars capital ship, the Donager, right? Ooh, get Martians? Is that guy a belter, or is he just super tall? Watch Amos come up someone different. Oh, I was going to say, that'd be great. Alex. Let's see what the Martians are up, what their bent is here. They're prisoners. Amos loves him some Naomi.
Put him down.
Amos. Amos.
He fought that cattle prod.
Now look.
Amos is, I hate to say this, anytime I pick a favorite character, everybody, they die. And I can't help but do it. Amos is my favorite. So I probably just condemned him to death, but.
Alex.
Alex, who are you, bud? They were doing ident scans and yours beeped. Now, if you're gonna die, they would have killed you. They wouldn't have gone through all this. Whew, love the show, man. Good shit with the show. Back on
Why
Earth,
would
you
Mars
in.
blow up an ice freighter? Makes no sense.
They're trying
Destabilize.
to destabilize Sirius.
Come on.
Belters get thirsty, OPA fans the flames. This is a security issue. The Secretary General has to make a strong response.
Like what?
Like redeploy the fleet.
Is he the Secretary General? I don't know that guy's name.
We have the word of some ice hauler named James Holden.
He was a naval officer.
You saw his service.
Ooh.
Secretary General wants a plan of action, Admiral.
Okay, he's not the Secretary General.
Fleet Command will not support redeployment unless we have proof.
Proof of what, though? A Mars plan?
My embassy needs me back on Mars sooner than I'd hoped. So,
Franklin DeGraff, ambassador to Mars. Great. Another person.
in 40 years, you've never taken a no from me. So why should today be any different?
If it makes you feel better, you're the best at rolling over.
If you're gonna roll over, you might as well be the best. Boy, she's.
You can't silence us. Deltas won't stand for this forever.
Yeah, this is getting warmer and warmer.
All right, Captain Shadid. That's great. I'll be in touch next week.
Hilarious.
Stay on him, because Captain tends to get kind of forgetful.
Yeah, if you don't hear back from me, just keep trying.
Will do, brother.
Whoa.
Would you like to destroy the Belter? No.
This guy just can't not be talking, can he?
You have your day's market, well, brother.
Yeah?
Well, voila.
See, I'm looking forward to it.
Come on, let's go.
You can buy yourself a new microphone.
You're in fine form today.
He's pissed.
Should even shut down my cases.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's pissed about the Juliet Mao. Got taken off of it.
Why are you pouting? You love it when they drop off the board.
He doesn't like being able to solve them. My man's a detective, you know? He doesn't like lingering questions.
Broadcast must have gotten out. They gotta tread carefully.
You're gonna try to frame us?
Yeah, that's what they would do. Okay.
You.
Wait till they get his naval record. That'll come off real well. They think he's military. Oof. Was that vitamin E? Whoa. Can you tell if you're lying?
5 fathers, 3 mothers.
Me, yeah.
8 parents, 1 child.
Yes.
And which female did you gestate?
Well, Mother Elise had the widest hips, so...
Why would you destroy the Canterbury?
What?
8 years ago, aboard the UNN Cheng Fei, you assaulted a superior officer.
Cheng Fei.
You were dishonorably discharged.
He ordered me to fire on a Belter ship.
He was a smuggler?
Who was smuggling people.
You had no way of knowing that at the time.
But I was right. Why did you nuke the Canterbury?
How long have you known that Naomi Nagata was an OPA operative?
What? What is this guy trying to like subliminally like implant?
Did Naomi Nagata effectuate those repairs?
Well, the power stuff, yeah.
Naomi's not OPA. I don't believe you.
You do now.
Why? Because you took a vitamin E pill, bro? He's trying to implant memories, like, then you stopped, he repeated it, and he's like, no. So either Holden isn't taking to the suggestion or it hasn't taken effect yet.
But I want full manifests on everything that's in them, all right? You got reports there's some dangerous contraband type shit.
Well, voila.
I'm looking for Anderson Dawes.
Anderson Dawes, eh? Good, somebody else.
We're gonna retire to Mars and the Mariner Valley Circle of Life.
Craig, I've put new points on the dots. Game of cricket.
I have a steady hand.
Excuse us.
I like these guys a lot. So far, Frank and Craig are... Craig's his husband, right?
Mars is working with the OPA.
No, it can't be.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll have to redeploy our fleet to show our strength. And that will make a bad situation worse.
That's what they want you to do. The redeployment of the fleet could be perceived as an act of war, and they can conveniently make something. I'm making Mars the bad guys here. I'm gonna stop doing that.
I dated a Martian once. Beautiful, smart, and I love how industrious Martians are.
This is back up.
I mean, all that fancy gear, and the one thing they don't allow for is scratching your junk.
Yeah, I get jock itch too sometimes. Pretty bad, actually.
Thanks, Shed.
Those 10 suits are anatomically correct.
You want me to put you down again?
Come on in. try.
Amos is he's so fucking dope.
Yes, sir, with pleasure.
Oh, I'll crack your neck. Oh, they're not going for you, bud. Amos, don't show that you are concerned about her. They will use it against you if the Martians are in fact evil. I shouldn't say evil, perceived to be the antagonists. How's that? Alex,
It's good to see her.
in a Martian uniform.
I flew with the Mars Navy for 20 years before I shipped off on the CANT.
Nice.
Yeah, you see, I served. And I was honorably discharged. There's a hell of a lot more than I can say about you, cowboy.
Ooh, how do you know what he was?
Yeah, they told me. They told me a lot of stuff.
The OPA stuff?
You honestly think that Mars destroyed the Canterbury? Why would they do that? How the hell should I know? Then think about it.
Somebody could be trying to draw Mars into a war, sure.
Who stands to gain if Earth and Mars get into a throwdown?
The OPA? How
well do any of us really know Naomi?
Yeah. I am definitely not making any theories or presumptions. Ooh.
These men refuse to top up our water tanks. We'll die out there without it.
So die.
Mars killed the cats!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Coal man gotta die soon.
You've got a wrench.
But now.
Yep.
We all don't know animals. You have every right to be.
I've seen this guy in a million things.
If we act like animals, it only justify their belief that we are. Treat them the way they should treat us. I'm Edison Dawes.
Juliet Andromeda Mao. She's, OPA.
I need to know more about the OPA.
She any relation to Jules Pierre Mao?
They're trying to set up the OPA as like terrorists, and I'm not buying it quite yet.
How much are they paying you to find her? I'm not judging. I'm just curious to know what your rate is.
So they can pay you to stop?
An Earth Corp may pay your salary, but you were born here.
He knows about you, Miller.
I think that under that ridiculous hat,
Hey now.
there's a belter yearning to find his way home. I answered all your questions, Detective.
You haven't answered any of my questions.
That's the best.
You took a young, naive, rich girl, with daddy issues, got inside her head.
Stop. Now I'm getting choked up.
I like the Belter accent.
You didn't know her.
Nah, but you did.
Series will need men like you in the days to come.
In the days to come, huh? Looked like they were drinking Tranya. Clint Howard would not approve.
Your educational history is quite impressive.
Hey, could you get a little creepier? Why don't you take another creepy pill so you can creep out? There it is. It's creepy pill box.
How is the ice on Phoebe?
How would I know?
Why do you...
Phoebe's a research station off limits to belters.
Belt.
Do you think I'm OPA?
Nice. Allow me to take this vitamin E pill and you're... I don't know what the fuck this is and it's driving me nuts.
Why did you leave the Canterbury?
We were answering a distress call.
Belter script distress calls all the time, 9 times out of 10 it's pirates. Our freighter captain would not have answered it. So who did?
Holden.
Who registered the call? Someone who survived? The brute? Unlikely. The pilot?
He's gonna suss this out.
The so-called medic.
So-called. Shed did God's work out there.
Was it you? Was it you? Hands where I can see them. It was Holden.
This motherfucker is profiling something fierce. How is he reading this with that stupid pill?
The hell is this? You join up?
Wait, what? That's an option?
That's an option. Shit's like, I'm in.
They told me Naomi's OPA.
They told all of you that.
They told me that you faked your medical records and signed on to the CANT to get away from a drug dealer who wanted you dead.
Well, that's true.
Really? Holy shit, everybody.
Are you OPA?
Unbelievable.
Settle you didn't answer my question.
We putting all our cards on the table here.
Yeah, they're getting you to fight and give information.
Sleeper agents. You ever heard of them?
Well, screw you!
Guys. Human shield. You ever heard of those? Here we
Uh,
Guard. He'll take the first few bullets.
Amos is crazy and I love it.
Hey! I'm ready to talk, but only to your captain.
Let him go.
Amos.
Only listens to Naomi. Come hell or water high, Amos only listens to Naomi. I'm digging that character so much. He is so dead.
Logged an urgent communique between Ambassador de Graaf and his counterpart on Mars. Now, shortly thereafter, we picked up a spike in chatter between Mars High Command and 9 MCRN facilities believed to manufacture stealth composites and gunships.
So is Franklin disingenuous?
I leaked to de Graaf that Mars was giving stealth tech to the OPA. He did what I thought he would. They were calling to see if anything was missing.
And they just revealed 3 additional factories and bases.
Which means that Mars isn't working with the OPA.
Damn, that was smart.
They didn't destroy the Canterbury.
Then who did?
I guess the OPA is the only one that benefits from that in an effort to free the belt, maybe? But without a military or any kind of tech of your own, damn, that would be tough. You've got the resources, but not the money. I love this show.
That Mars destroyed the Canterbury. This is a lie. The kind of lie that can lead to war. You will publicly recant your statement.
Recant a berry.
That the Canterbury was destroyed through the actions of Naomi Nagata, an operative of an OPA sleeper cell.
No, come on now.
That's a dry plume of a ship decelerating hard toward us. We've been tracking it inbound ever since we picked up your distress call.
Really?
Not one of ours, or Earth's, and it won't answer our hails. We suspect it was sent for Naomi Nagata.
Really?
Think now.
I think I want one of those coffees.
Extrapolate the possible destinations.
There's too many. Old contacts.
Incident reports for the docs. Juliet, Andromeda Mal.
Maybe an alias, a different name.
Whoa.
Said she had skills and she... Who's that guy?
Hey, Miller, you need to get your ass back down to Medina now. We got problems.
Well...
You want to take it? Go.
Don't split up. You guys have...
Mars stole our air!
Who does this benefit? It doesn't seem like it benefits the OPA.
This is a Star Helix security directive.
I'm not gonna listen to this.
Get the hell out of here! Go home!
Listen, I understand completely, but this is where things get bad. Innocent people get hurt. That guy seemed like a plant, too, to really, like, light the fuse. So does this guy, to be honest.
Remember the CANT! O-P-A!
Ooh, shit, everybody. I'm trying not to take as many notes this time. I figure I'll catch it in editing.
My diplomatic credentials have been revoked.
Really?
Apparently, I'm an alarmist who caused the MCRN to expose classified stealth technology hubs.
That sucks. You were used, bud.
I was terrified for you. I didn't know why, and now I do. You will do anything to win. I won't play with you ever again.
Ah, Franklin. Yeah, you used him. I hate to say that she doesn't need you now, bud. You're just a guy now. Damn, is that guy dead? We don't know them. Oh, it's one of the contacts or one of the people from her dating app.
Calming down around here. I'm just gonna stick around for a while and make sure it stays that way.
Understood, Havelock. I'll pass it along.
Okay. Havelock, you need backup, bud. You're considered an earther. This is what I'm talking about.
Let's go home.
Miloda be home. Tona, it's not over, Urta.
Yeah. Pull your gun, dude. Oh, Jesus.
Remember the CANT.
Holy shit. They just fucking killed Havelock. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta get my shit together here. Woo. Okay. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting that episode to even end. All right, my friends, we just got done watching The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 3, Remember the CANT, and the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, friends, we just got done watching The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 3, Remember the CANT, and let's start where it ended. That certainly looked like Havelock was killed. Now, God, I am jumping at shadows and seeing ghosts here, everybody. This show is so dense, and there's so many things going on that my head is spinning, trying to understand the scheme that's at play here. And I think it's designed this way to really kind of loop me into different false red herrings and things like that. It's expertly done. And again, it is just so much, just a fire hose of information that they're hoping that in and of itself confuses you. And mission accomplished, writers of The Expanse. Okay, I'm trying to, we don't have enough information for me to do this, and I'm still trying to do this, but what does the death of Havelock give? I don't think it's random street violence or, just the wrong place, wrong time. He was drug away separately. Now, again, it could be weak herd. They see an earther. There's a lot of variables that make it look like he should be, but I don't take anything for granted now because, I was kind of led into Mars being the one behind, not led, I jumped into that thinking, oh yeah, Mars is the one behind it because, oh, I'm that fucking smart. No. And then, Christian, she was able to suss out that, they were looking for the tech. They thought that somebody had stolen it. And so, yes, did that prevent war? I think that act alone prevented war, destroying Franklin's life, but okay, we're going to have a format to talk about this show because otherwise I'm going to be all over the place. So this is something that maybe this one can do here. Let's do until we get I don't want to continue speculation on the overall story or even the individual character story till more information is provided. So let's do character analysis for each of the principal players that we have here and maybe even any prominent new people that we have brought in. Can't make speculation right now, but in bringing all of this up, maybe the facts of the day will sort of lend themselves into the future to fit into the puzzle that we're trying to build from the inside out instead of the borders in. Okay, Miller, still looking for Juliet Mao. Juliet Mao does not appear in this episode, however, her fingerprints do. We see her fighting somebody down at the docks. We see that what's his name? Anderson Dawes knew her, or at least Miller sussed out that he knew her. We don't know where she is at this point. We cannot assume that she's on the Scopuli anymore. We have to assume that whoever was behind the destruction of the Canterbury is the one that removed all the bodies or all the crew, or both, from the Scopuli, which we can only assume at this point would include Juliet Mao. So right now, the working theory is Juliet Mao is on the ship or with the group that set up the transponder or the transmitter on the Scopuli, luring in the Canterbury, potentially the same group that destroyed the Canterbury to frame Mars. Miller, let's see, does he have anything new that he was brought into this other than getting deeper in with the people with the docks? And really, I think his being a traitor to his people, Wellwalla, I think that he is the only thing keeping him alive right now is the fact that he is a belter. He's getting in pretty deep, and I think the deeper he's in is actually augmented by his chase of Juliet Mao. The more people he tells about that, the more people know that he's on the scent or the case, which I think makes it more dangerous for Miller. And I don't know why yet. I talked about it in the end of one of the other reactions where I said that Juliet Mao is an anomaly right now, and I couldn't figure out why she was there. It remains such. We haven't had any new information. Let's move on to the crew of the night by way of the Canterbury. So much information provided there. My guy, my favorite character, who's surely dead because I've made that declaration. Let me put it to you like this. When I was a kid and I was watching Voltron for the first time in North America, I caught the very first episode, everybody, and oh my God, I loved it. I love Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Oh my God, what a great, this is so awesome. And being a huge Bruce Lee fan when I was growing up, huge, I saw Sven dressed like Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. And, you know, I thought, oh, that's my favorite guy. Spoiler alert. Guess who dies? Really quick. And thus began what unfortunately has been a very predictable course for me, that way more often than not, when I pick a favorite character, that character is dead. They are going to die. Amos is my favorite character, everybody. Just, I love the actor's choices. I love the character. I love the lines and the delivery and the dialogue. It's great stuff. Great stuff. All around great stuff. Hands down my favorite. Amos aside, we have Naomi, who they are either attempting to frame as being OPA or actually is OPA. Jury's out on that, but at this point, it doesn't really matter, because all that really matters is that the Martians are using her for the scapegoat. Whether it's true or not, that's their attempt. Now, Alex is an interesting case, as it seems that he is not even being held as a 20-year vet of the Martian Navy, which again gives us numerous new ways to look at Alex as far as his skill set. Being a pilot is one thing, a confident, astute, experienced pilot's one thing. Being a 20-year military vet pilot, that adds a whole new level of what you are actually asked to do during those years of experience. You know, you could be a freighter. I mean, this is no disrespect to all the ICE freighter pilots out there, but arguably an easier job as far as what's expected of you. Fly here, burn there, fly here, burn there. Pilot shit. Military pilot shit, very different. Fly here, don't let anybody see you. Fly there, get into a dogfight. Fly there, survive an ambush. You know, a lot more experience can be gleaned from the military side of it, you would think. A lot going on with Alex. A lot going on with Naomi. We know nothing about Amos, but he's awesome. Shed apparently is faking being a doctor, or at least has a skill set enough to pass as a medic because he's running from a drug dealer, which he admitted was the truth. And that's all we got from that, which is enough of a seed for me for right now. Holden, similar to Alex in that he was an Earth naval officer, a naval member of the Navy, but he was dishonorably discharged, where Alex was presumably, or at least by what he said, honorably discharged. Holden struck a commanding officer. He was a member of the Shang Fei, I believe is what they said the ship's name was. So we got more for Holden there. Also that he was the progeny or the child of multiple parents, which is something that's a new thing that at least I didn't hear them mention that before, where you can have multiple genetic donors for one child. And I believe they said there was 8. Was it 5 and 3? Maybe 5. I don't remember the breakdown of how they said, but that was, and it was in Montana, which we had mentioned before, Montana. Okay, so that's what we got from them. And then if we want to bring that out a little bit farther, we can see that, with the vitamin E pill, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Either it's a way to suss out the truth, a way to implant memories, a way to, it's something. It's a magic pill at this point, everybody. I don't know what it does, so I'm not going to speculate too much. We learn from the various political observations from both the UN side of everything with Christians, movements and actions. And then, of course, with the captain of the Martian ship, we were able to learn that, Mars claims they didn't have anything to do with this. Their actions also speak of that whenever Christian had Franklin, set him up, and then they went and checked each of their bases for missing stealth tech. If you gave it to him, you're not checking any of that shit. You gave it to him. So either it was stolen stealth tech, or there's somebody, the same difference really, somebody working inside the Martian government to get it, or it was stolen by another group to give to the OPA. I think we have a fourth player here that's not the OPA, that's not Mars, and it's not Earth, and they have an agenda. War seems to be what they're shooting for here. War between Mars and Earth by placing these different, we had that the Belter operative on Earth, the guy who was with the gravity torture. You know, claiming that the stealth tech it gave just enough information to pique everybody's Chris Jen's curiosity down on Earth, kind of put some wheels in motion there. We have the destabilization of Ceres Station by the malcontents, but you know, the rabble rousers that are out there. Havelock's death, while it seems a random act of violence, I begrudgingly give it random act of violence right now. I don't, there's more to it. I don't see where you bring in a character like that. I mean, they didn't, to be fair, they didn't do a whole lot to build up the character other than he was trying to his best to kind of acclimate and fit in to be a belter. Or not in to fit in to be a belter. They would always know that he wasn't a belter, but give the proper respect, you know, learn the language. If you're going to walk among them and be somebody that promotes the peace inside Ceres Station, you know, it goes a long way if you know the language, if you know the customs, if you're making the effort, you know, to not be on Earth's side or the corporation's side. So he was a good-hearted person, at least from what we saw, and he was taken out. Let's put a pin in that, friends. There's nothing, I don't have enough information to continue down anything with that for right now. Just doesn't seem like a random act of violence. I don't know. This show, holy shit, this one, luckily, I thought, I didn't take as many notes, but I deliberately didn't do that because I realized that I was writing too much during the reactions, and I need to be really paying attention. There's just too much going on. So in the future, I'm going to, you know, if I pick up something in editing, I'll mention it in a future reaction. But so much going on with this, and there's so much being built up, and we are being hit with, this episode was more straightforward because we got a couple new people, Anderson Dawes, Franklin, Craig, but they had a reason for being there that didn't really need a lot of more thought than the events of the episode. So, you know, it wasn't as dense as the first two, you know, or either that or I'm starting to understand a little bit more, which I hope that's the case, really. There's just so much. There's just so much. They're throwing in misdirects. They're throwing in red herrings. They're throwing in false fronts here with these different kind of paths that are deliberately meant to confuse. And I think that the only thing to be able to do here is, and I did this at the very top of the episode where I'm like, oh, the Martians are evil. Nope, wrong. No one's good. No one's evil. None of the characters are good. None of the characters are evil. I'm going from a baseline of neutrality. And again, by good and evil, I mean, who are our protagonists, who are our antagonists? Because political beliefs can be good for anybody that's on the side of the politics in question. But I want to see, you know, motivation-wise, who's prompting. If you're prompting a war for whatever ends, it's evil. Unless it's for like a freedom of an oppressed people, which you could say for the Belters. Yes, absolutely. Which goes for our definition. I can't say anybody's good for wanting to do that yet until I know their motivations. I can't say anybody's evil for wanting to keep things the way they are without knowing their motivations. Maybe they know that there's going to be an incredible loss of life if we go to war, or there's, you know, utter devastation. You know, there's more knowledge out there that I certainly am not privy to, and I'm sure the general public of Ceres Station and Earth and Mars are not privy to. So there's not much to be able to go beyond that, so we have to stick with the characters. I do. I have to stick with the characters. I have to build upon what we know about the characters, rule out things that seem incorrect with the characters, or, you know, place suspect characteristics like Naomi's OPA affiliation into a holding pattern until we're actually able to apply that to the character. But boy, friends, do I love shit like this. This is my jam. When you give me so much information so quickly, and then once you've given me everything, you start to let the world live before I've had a chance to catch up. Oh, you're getting comfortable? Okay. Water shortage. Okay. Riot. Okay. Havelock's dead. You know, left, you know, it's a jab, haymaker, you know, it's just, geez, oh, Pete's, you know, they're doing an excellent job of this. And also, one of the devices that they're using so strongly, jumping from location to location, Earth to Ceres to the Mars ship, Earth to Ceres, back and forth. they're keeping the ground moving beneath us. You know, we are on quicksand here. At least I am, as I'm trying to, you know, figure out what's going on. And just when you start to settle into, okay, we're on Ceres Station at the docks. We're at the UN. You know, it's a completely different set of characters, completely different set of immediate problems. Nobody talking about what we had just been talking about on Ceres, so you have to disconnect from that, which gives you a kind of a leeway where you're kind of rebooting, and so you're constantly in a state of catch-up and re-engagement as you try to like stop what you were thinking about and get into something new. It's expert master class shit, my friends, and I am so here for it. So after this long-winded rant about me basically saying I have no fucking clue what's going on, we just look at the characters. We take our vitamin E pill, and our pupils expand, they dilate, and we look at the characters, and we build our story from there. How does it affect them? Who are they? That type of stuff. It's the only path open at this point. My friends, if you stuck with me through that, please hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications for anytime we go live on YouTube with The Expanse or science fiction, Star Trek, anything, you'll be there and can join up with us, my friends. And if you'd like these early, I try to be 2 or 3 episodes of each series, The Expanse, Star Trek, ahead over on Patreon. If you'd like to get them a little early and, of course, in their full-length format, burps and everything, please join us over there. We'd love to have you, my friends. But I think that's all from The Expanse. And where should we leave? You know, normally we left from behind Amos last time as the Martians were coming in, because that seemed to be the safest place on the night at this time. You know what? I think we say goodbye from, we didn't even see this place. We say goodbye from the house of Franklin and Craig, one that had a for sale sign out front and then had that pulled up when they realized that their dreams of Mars were shattered by Christian and the gambit that she played. My friends, until next time we see each other, keep thinking about The Expanse. I know I will. And when you're done doing that, Vulcan roll. I'll see you, my friends.